Welcome back to this week's episode of Penalty Broncos, the number one Broncos podcast that we listen to. I'm coming to you from the bandwagon bar here as we look to give you the best professional amateur, not amateur professional, opinions on the NRL and NRLW. We are focusing on NRL this episode. We have our front row joining us from across this beaten but not out Queensland state. It's been a terrible 7 days since we last spoke to you. And we're here to just shift through the shit, I reckon. Langers, mate, how has your week been?
Yeah, good. Good as can be. Not footy related. It's been pretty good. Had my live line reassessment this week, so every 12 months we got to get reassessed to make sure we can still do it properly and safely and whatnot. So that was all successful, so got to be happy with that. But no, apart from that, yeah, the footy, bit sort of rough. But no, it was a good week apart from the footy. We'll probably talk about the footy a little bit later. How about you, mate? How's your week been?
Oh, mate, I have had a fucking huge weekend, to be honest. The missus worked early shifts both days. Yesterday we had 2 soccer games backed up by a prep birthday party, backed up by circus with you and your family, and then dinner after that, where we watched the game on an iPhone in the middle of the cactus.
Yeah. The wives certainly enjoyed that one, Thoroughbreds. Britto and I wrapped around the phone. Kids running fucking absolute mayhem in the restaurant.
Crocs getting thrown left, right, and centre. And then today we had one kid playing in Charters Towers, the oldest boy, and then the youngest girl had her first carnival. She went well, bit of midfielder spec, bit of ever-ready battery going on, just up and down the field like crazy, as they do in under sixes. The boy got a win, which is pretty good. They jumped up to about 4th on the ladder, I think it was. So
nice.
Pretty proud of both of them, and they were the only 2 that played yesterday as well. So
good stuff.
But bit of a full-on weekend. I tell you what, Cactus Jacks, haven't been there in a while, eh? And Thoroughbreds, if you're in and about Townsville, jump down a Cactus. They're still serving the same old shit they were 10, 20 years ago.
Yep.
I've seen a couple of young lasses and a couple of young lads walking in just like I did 20 years ago. Took me back, sort of thing.
Yep.
And here I am trying to watch me footy team on the phone.
On the phone.
What about you, Ringer,
good
mate?
restaurant. It still hits 20 years later. I'm the same. I haven't been in about 10 years, I reckon. And still tastes the exact same. Nothing.
Hey,
Still
if you want
smells
to
the
fucking
same.
win it, bro, don't fucking change, eh?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, eh? Absolutely.
It's always full every time you go past it, so it's doing something right.
Oh, yeah. Like, we tried to get a table like earlier than we wanted to, and they're like, nah, bro, you can get it at this time or you don't come here. Like, fucking right, eh? Well, we'll come at that time then.
Sorry, I thought you might have faded since I was fucking 19.
Nope.
Where are you, Ringer, mate? How's your week?
At home, mate. I don't know what you fellas are talking about. I only watch football on Thursday night. I thought it was banging weekend. If only. No, mate, it's been a day today. Got all sorted out this morning. I've been doing a bit of work in the old loader this week. She's a old banger. I'm about an 87 model, but she does a bloody good job. But anyway, gets out there nice. Gets out this morning, packs a grease gun, a few new cartridges, going to grease her up. We're heading off tomorrow, so I was getting packed up. I was like, I'll go do this before I go. It's halfway out the back, drive all the way out there, about 4 gates, bounce along, get there, put the new grease cartridge in, open the box. It's got to bring batteries for the grease gun. And that's the only thing about battery grease guns. If you haven't got a battery, you might as well fucking piss into the wind. So, so that was me giving myself a stiff uppercut all the way back home. But anyway, we got there, mate. Good footy today, I think, as we'll probably get into. Really good footy, but a fair bit of the other stuff that we are delving into, not so good. But anyway, mate, we'll get there in the end.
Nothing wrong with an 87 model, mate. I might need some fucking grease in my joints every now and again, but I still go.
Just don't forget your batteries.
That's it. Yeah. Before we move on to the next section, guys, I've got a couple of things here, a bit of housekeeping. Wherever you're listening to us right now, please give us a like, subscribe, rate, the whole lot, please. That will help us out greatly with the algorithm. Hat giveaway. We had the old hat giveaway. Guess the score in the origin, and you'll get one of these bad boys. That went to KJ Ryan, 1992. He takes it with a 26-10 New South Wales win, the closest that we had. We had a couple of ludicrous ones in there, like 50-0 to New South Wales. Just ridiculous stuff. Of course, it came from the Knighted Bar, especially after their attempted ambushing of me Thursday night.
Oh, yeah.
Watch that live. Get over and give it a crack. It's on the YouTube channel. But well done, KJ Ryan, 1992.
Good on you, mate.
We'll send
Well
it
done.
out to you, mate.
Good work,
Get a
son.
photo. Get it up on the socials. Show everyone that we are legit about handing this stuff out. All right. Let's get into a bit of Band-Aid ripping. Previous game result overview. Manly v Broncos at Four Pines. Saturday. 18,000 capacity. Attendance was 17,375. And good to know that not all Manly fans enjoy DCE's presence. If you were watching it, especially in the second half, he threw a bit of a dodgy pass. You could quite clearly hear some punter in the crowd, fuck off to Queensland, DCE.
Yeah. Feeding
Up
him.
there. Yeah, up there with the where's your Queensland spirit, Thurston? Sort of
Yes.
stuff. First half, 22-6 by way of Manly. Second half, 12-0 by way of Manly for a 34-6 thumping. Is all that you can really say. We are no more Mr. Nice Guys in through this episode, Thoroughbreds. We will get a little bit raw and emotional. I've got more questions really than any answers, but I just want to get them out there. Let us know what the comments. Let us know if you agree with us, either one of us or whatever. Possession 58% to 42%. Completion rate 88%. 46 out of 52 sets Manly completed. We were 75%, 28 out of 37.
Jesus.
Normally, everyone
Fuck me.
sort of gets to attempt the same amount of sets that we sort of complete at. This week, just blown out of the water park.
Yeah, 9.
Not even fucking close. What is weird though, average set meters, we won that 39.08 meters.
What?
By a lot.
Yeah, by a lot, up against 35.66.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
weird, isn't it?
That's
yeah,
whack.
right.
That just shows how good DCE kicked, I
Yeah,
believe,
and Brooks.
and Brooks.
And also, too, I think it's because they were hitting our line. Like, their sets would start they didn't have to make 40 meters because they were fucking pounding on our trial line.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking what is that with playing people into fucking form, hey? Jesus Christ. Nathan Cleary played us before Origin. He's got his fucking eye back in. DCE should have played us before Origin. Might have been a bit of a different story. Tackle efficiency, we won that as well. 93.49% up against 89.91 to Manly. Penalties conceded 3-4. So we lost there again. Errors 6-11.
Yeah.
6-11. Ruck infringements were 1-5. Inside 10 meters 0-1. Take it away, Ringer.
Yeah, mate. Just once again, like, kick. We'll have to change this bloody podcast name, not from Penalty Broncos. Everyone's been giving us shit for fucking years about every time the Broncos touch it, we get a penalty. We've been the opposite this year. Like, I think this is the 5th game this season where a team hasn't been offside once in the eyes of the referee. Doesn't matter. We played like fucking dog shit, but it's just that kick you while you're down sort of bullshit that just happens to us this year. Yeah. But yeah. I think what was the totals? I think it was like 11-4 the penalties or something stupid. Like if you add them all together, something ridiculous.
Yeah, something ridiculous. Fucking crazy. Just not disciplined enough, unfortunately. and you can see a little bit of, you can see individual stuff in there. You can see what we're what we can do. The Ezra Mam try, perfect example.
Yep.
Nothing on, and then 5 seconds later, we're putting the ball down, scoring points, walk away, kick a goal, let's go. Frustrating. Okay, we'll hand it over to Langers now to run us through the play-by-play.
What a job he's got.
Yeah, this is going to be shit.
No pressure, mate. We're just going to go for a coffee.
Yeah. I think everybody
You
can
run the Thoroughbreds through that. We'll be back when you call.
Nah, righto, Thoroughbreds. That's, as Britto said, let's rip this Band-Aid off. So we watched the first half on a phone in a restaurant, so that wasn't obviously ideal. Couldn't really hear it or anything like that. Then I didn't get to watch the second half at all. Had to obviously drive home and then do the old toddler bed bath routine. So I didn't get to see it at all. So I only got to see the extended highlights. So look, if it was a bit of a closer game, I probably would have watched the whole game. But no, we're not going to do that. So let's kick things off. And it was just like, it was basically instantly like, Britto, it wasn't too long that you put that phone up. You're like, yep, rightio, we're still chatting away. Yep, kickoff's going, sweet. We can start watching. Next minute, just instant pressure, wasn't it? And within the third minute, Manly no try after spreading the ball to the right. Old mate drops the ball over the line. And that's only just like an unlucky thing that he drops the ball. It's not like, good fucking D from the Broncos. So third minute in, so... Rightio, let's just fucking keep going, shall we? 6 minutes. So, I didn't have to wait long, did we? In those 6 minutes, it wasn't great, was it? Like, let's face it, there was errors fucking everywhere and whatnot. But, try to Clayton, Manly's first try. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name there, Clayton. I'm just going to stick with Clayton in that one. In the corner, grubber from Cherry Evans. Beautiful first of many beautiful grubbers from Cherry Evans for the night. So we'll probably get into a few of those as well. Jesse Arthurs did that old big swing, no ding sort of thing, tried to knock the ball out, missed it, unfortunately. So that was the Manly's first try. Kick not converted, 4-0.
Just ground the ball,
minute, and I would like to get your boys' opinion on this little one. The Ezra Mam try. So that was in the 12th minute. Lovely little grubber from Shibasaki to, give it to Mam. Mam dives on it. Perfect. Shout out to Dean Mariner for creating something out of nothing there, but, before he could pass it over to Shiba. Kick converted, 4-6 to the Broncos. Now, I want to get your boys' opinion on this one. For me, watching that was frustrating to know the outcome of the game, when you can see that create just absolute brilliance, absolute magic out of nothing with relative ease. You watch them, the three of them, Mariner, Shiba, and Mam, no effort. It was minimal effort, just routine shit. And I think what's frustrating for the Thoroughbred and the Broncos fan is you can see that they can put it together and then they just fucking don't for the rest of the 80 minutes. So I'm frustrated when you see that sort of shit because you see what they're capable of doing and then they just do it once and then that's it. So what are your thoughts? Ringer, go. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, thanks, Langers. I've been chomping at the bit, mate. Fucking let me.
Yeah, I can see it. Go.
No, you're dead right, and I can imagine watching it after knowing the result. You go, "What the fuck happened for the rest of the game?" And that was exactly. Like, because when you're watching it live, right, they put pressure on us early, and that's happened to us before. We sort of withstand them, and like you said, they fucking dropped it over the line, not for any fault of their own. It was just lucky by us. And then we go up the other end and fucking do that, and you go, nah, this is pretty comfortable. Watching it live, you're like, well, it looks like we're going to be able to put points on whenever we want to. We'll just have to check our defence, and then it just disappears. And all it was three blokes supporting each other. And for the rest of the game, that disappeared. So no doubt we'll get into that more down the track. But yeah, I can imagine watching that first try after knowing the result, like, and not seeing it, you're going, what now? Did everyone get hurt or what? Like, because it's just ridiculous how easy they opened up. He was a debutant, that kid, on that wing for a start. Like, come the fuck on.
Yep.
Yep. Britto, what about you, mate?
Yeah, look, Ringer touched on it this there. The fact that that debutant was on that side of the field and we didn't consistently attack our fifth tackle options all game. Why weren't we going straight at him? Like he got a bit of confidence up scoring that first try, yes. But then we let one through. Go at him again. Bring him down sort of thing. And you're right, like it was Mariner has got wheels and people seem to slip on that, consistently. He gets out there, gets in. Shibba is just doing his job. He is supposed to be there. He is supposed to be backing up. He is there, grabs that ball. Ezra Mam, people forget because he's been so far long out and the hate and everything that came with it. Ezra Mam is that player. He is a support player.
Yep.
Just on the inside, Shiva puts a nice little left foot grubber through and Mam just grabs it, puts it over and off we go sort of thing. It's extremely frustrating. And one of the theories that I have is, and this might not be right, but there might be some people out there that thinking the same thing. We are being made to play a certain way because we are adopting to a Madge Maguire system. And he wants us to hit KPIs. Don't worry about the result. Don't worry about the media attention because at the end of all this, we're going to be blowing teams off the park and you'll get to play like that all the time. And this was just one of the moments where Dean's grabbed the ball, they've run a set play, something's opened up, natural instincts have kicked in, bang, bang, we're in for a try. Righto, shut that shit down, we're back to the game plan. Like, that's what's happening? Anyway, that's something that crossed my mind because some of the stats that we overall in the league, we should not be outside of the 8.
Yeah.
And we should not get.
And this is the thing. You're so right, is that it looks so different. It almost looks as if it'd be harder to coach that side to be this bad than it would be to coach them to be good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, does anyone else feel that? It's like it feels like if Alfie rocked up a couple hours before training and said, "Oh, this is going to be our interchange rotation. Reno, you just go and run it," they would play better than what they did.
Yes.
So
Probably, yeah.
it's fucking like it's scary, but we can't be the club that goes, "Oh, it's fucking the coach fucking straight away this early." Like you can't do that if you're going to be a serious club. So I'm hoping you are right that there is some form of something because it was so consistent throughout the game, wasn't it? And it dead set. Look, that's what it was like to me. I reckon I could go down and get them ready for that game. They'd play better. So they're obviously. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I'm hoping there's a system there, but anyway, we can't throw the baby out the bathwater yet.
Yep.
No, wait for page 2.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, we're only in the 12th minute. All right, let's just wait.
Say with your chest.
Rightio. Let's keep going. 21st minute. Manly get their second try. Big Clayton, he goes over for his second try. Goes over in the corner untouched. A bit of a little aero, dynamics or acrobatics, little show pony sort of situation in the end there to get the ball down. But yeah, just spread the ball, overlap created, bamboozled the Broncos defense. He goes over in the corner untouched. Kick converted 10-6. That try, or that attacking opportunity from Manly came from a Mam drop ball too. From that previous, they were sort of building on a little bit of something, or I thought it was anyway. And then and unfortunately, Mam spilled it. So and then
an unforced error too.
Yep. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. And then they punished accordingly. Unfortunately, 25th minute, Jesse Arthurs, he does a little bit of a crash play, gets him over the line, but unfortunately he's held up, so no try. And I've just got a little note in there that I only added this in because that's probably one of the few positives for the Broncos for the whole game. So congratulations, Jesse, for getting over the line, but not scoring a try.
Stop.
From that failed try attempt from Jesse Arthurs, 26th minute, Manly go the full length of the field for Nathan Brown. Now, I heard the commentators call this bloke the Brookvale Bruschetta. What a fucking name. Can we just the whole pause on that one? The Brookvale Bruschetta, absolutely. You'd put that on a fucking shirt. Yeah. You'd put that on a CMC hat, absolutely. Like, why wouldn't you?
Hello, sport. Come on.
Back
Yeah.
fence Brown into fucking
Yeah,
Brookvale
Bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
Yeah,
Love it.
Bruschetta. Good on him.
Love it.
Old Nathan Brown. He scores under the sticks, doesn't he? We all saw that one. Cherry Evans, grubber, once again. Good battle. He got there first. Kick converted, 16-6. Another little stat here. 51 game try drought for Nathan Brown, broken. So good on him for that one. Give credit where credit's due. Good on him. Another little talking point, I guess we can call it. Manly went the full length of the field again with relative ease. So that break down the left side, create the attacking opportunity that they did. I mean, yes, you could say there was a little bit of luck with that kick, whatnot, but if you look at it again, and I had to look at it a couple of times, Selwyn Cobbo, just lazy defence there.
Yeah.
If he had stepped up and just done a little bit more, that never would have happened. They would have got tackled, on our 40 instead of our fucking 5.
Yeah.
And probably wouldn't have happened, And yeah, it's just the scrambling defense just not good enough. And to be honest, I don't even know why we even had to have scrambling defense. Like it shouldn't have even been scrambling at that stage.
It should have been routine.
Exactly right. Yeah, do you have anything to add on that one?
Yeah, I'll go there. So on that point, the very first line break that they had in the game was in like the first minute, I believe. Lehigh went through. He went through, I believe it was Hetherington, Pakes, and I forget the man in the middle, but I think it was Haas. He went through those 3 defenders in the first minute of the game with ease and got chopped down, obviously, by a great cover tackle. And then I look at the stats real quick here. Missed tackles, Manly 24, but we did 22. We got flogged 34-6.
Yeah.
I don't.
We
it
just
doesn't
missed
make
them at
sense
the
to me.
most shit times.
And ineffective tackles, 10-8. We won that one. It was just the timing of everything, and that just seems what it is. It's the timing.
It's definitely a reoccurring sort of little thing that we've been saying the past few weeks. Definitely, isn't it? That the timing of our mistakes is really costing us, and they're punishing us accordingly. And then they'll make a similar amount, but we never sort of take it to them from that errors or capitalize or anything like that. So definitely another frustrating point that you can add to the list of being a Broncos fan. That's for sure. Ringer, do you have anything on that, mate?
I'll keep my powder dry because I know the next try is where I'm going to chime in.
Is there an extra try? Is there?
Well,
Yes, there is actually. So yeah, in the 38th minute, so 2 minutes before half time, try to Manly's Olakau'atu after once again Manly just marching up the field, relative ease, regular play-by-play by them, giving it to Cherry Evans, puts a little grubber in behind the defensive line, break is made, over they go. Kick converted, 22-6. Talk to me, Ringer.
Mate, that whole set, you got to watch it to even believe it's a first-grade rugby league side. Considering the team that we trot out there, the names that are in that team, the places that they've been, they're nearly all fucking internationals, state, Maori, all-stars. Like, we're not dealing with fucking rookies here. That whole set, we did not take one step in fucking line speed.
No.
We watched them come to us the whole set, and you could see something like that was coming because that fucking Olakau'atu, who I'm very glad is in my Supercoach team.
I think he's in everyone's Supercoach team.
I think so. Yeah. Like, you could just see him on that right edge, and they were hitting that same tramline channel the whole set. No one was fucking moving, and I'm going, they're going to fucking score here on about tackle 3. Because we just literally let them, I think it was the third tackle, they were at the halfway or something stupid like that. We were just sitting there waiting. We weren't trying to wrestle them. We weren't winning the fucking contact. We weren't doing anything on the ground to try and slow them down in the ruck. Like, if I understand the first 2 tackles, if they're a bit quick, okay, we'll try and reset. By the third tackle, if they've got a roll like that, give away a fucking sixth again, so at least you can get yourself set.
Yeah.
All the best teams do that. You watch Manly, you watch the Raiders, anyone like that. If they start to get rolled, that will slow one down just to give six again, so they can get their line set to go up, so they can get some line speed back. We just let them fucking run completely over the top of us, and then you got Willison out there, Katoni and that, and then they just do that shit to us. It was absolute fucking men versus boys bullshit, and it's not good enough. It fucking isn't. Like, that's what I mean about it'd be harder to coach that team to be that bad than it would be to just let them play, because it was fucking pathetic.
Yep.
I guess that's a big difference, isn't it? Like, we've got the same amount of missed tackles, the same amount of ineffective, but when they're getting tackled, they're on their front, quick play the ball, moving. When we get tackled, wrestled, put on your back, turned around, slow play the ball. I'll get that real quick here. I think the play the ball, we had a 3.3, they had a 3.42 was the averages. So again, it doesn't make fucking sense.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I mean. It's just the moments that we decide to clock off, people are capitalizing on us. Like, we all seem to fuck up in the same set.
Yeah.
And then you look, if we didn't have that Bulldogs game, you would just write this season off. But we had that Bulldogs game where we all decided to play and went, competition leaders, we'll put 50 on you. Fuck you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if we didn't have that game, I don't think all of this shit would be as disappointing. But you go, where the fuck is this gone? Like,
and
anyway.
we started off by winning the fucking preseason, and then we roll out and flog the Roosters, put 50 on them.
Exactly. And then we Titans, the Dolphins and Cows and all that, who are fucking, at the moment, if we played them teams, would put fucking 80 on us if we decide to play like that. So, I don't know. It's very disappointing. But anyway, as you were, Langers, thanks for running us through this, this mystic journey of 4 Pines Park.
Yeah, it is a journey, that's for sure. So, kick converted 22-6 from the 38th minute, Olakuwadu's try. That was basically half-time by the time Garrick fucked around and kicked it. 4 tries to 1, sloppy D, errors, the list goes on and on and on. We all saw it. I was sad. Watching the extended highlights at this point, because I hadn't watched any of this, so it was all unknown to me, but I had already seen the end results, so sad times ahead. Anyway, second half, let's get into it. Look, let's just do this quick. Grindy footy for 30 minutes. Neither team scores. Both had chances. Both come up empty-handed for the chocolate basket. 63rd minute, little moment of note. Manly did that 40-20. That was a good kick.
Great kick.
I'm pretty sure. Good bounce for him. Good stuff. That attacking opportunity that Manly had led to a kick straight down the gullet, the throat of big bad Payne Haas, who then just takes off up the field, doesn't he? He just gives every single Broncos fan just that little glimmer of hope, doesn't he? Like, he just does Payne Haas things, still doing his fucking job week in, week out, regardless of who's playing next to him and how they're fucking going. He's just doing Payne Haas shit. So, glimmer of hope. That's all we need. We've got plenty of time. We can make this back, right?
Hope. This man's going to put fucking CTW on his next fucking contract.
Yeah.
Well, exactly right.
Yeah, what
exactly
position
right.
will he play?
But no, unfortunately, Thoroughbreds, that hope was basically instantly dusted about 2 plays later when Marin decided to drop it, knock on. You can say it might have been a shit pass from Shibasaki or not, whatever, but attacking opportunity not converted once again. So, 30 minutes, the sort of grindy footy of the second half. It was a bit like better D from the Broncos. I think we can all sort of, admit that and say that, but, that's not what we're overly here for. Anyway, 70th minute, Olakuwadu, he gets his second try after a successful high kick challenge against Shibasaki. Kick converted, 28-6. I think, they just wore the Broncos down. Just, watching the highlights, it was sort of the few plays before that, scrambling defense, the entire set, basically. So, it just looked like they were just wearing the Broncos down. They didn't really have anything. Then in the 77th minute, Manly get their 6th try for the night for Tolukula. Sorry if I fucked that up, mate. After, just a beautiful ball by Luke Brooks, just that little hold-up sort of play. Once again, you give credit where credit is due. I think we're all man enough to admit that, but that ball was actually pretty fucking good. So, good on you, Lukey, for doing that. Kick converted, 34-6. And I've just got another little note here. Manly had 3 players bobble the ball that set. Like during that whole set, Manly had 3 players fucking bobble the ball. All of them regained it.
Yeah.
If that was the Broncos, those would have fucking dropped probably all 3 of those motherfuckers. So, that was in the 77th minute. Kick converted, 34-6. And that was basically full time, really. So, a couple of full-time notes here. We got Broncos' defense was a lot better in the second half, as I just said. I think, we can all sort of agree to that. From what I saw, Manly seemed to, when they did spread the ball, they spread it a fair bit. Well, in the highlights, they certainly fucking did. And it seemed to work, like, all the time. But, it was just Broncos just punching up the middle, just going what I thought was nowhere until Britto tells the stats that Broncos make more meters than fucking what Manly did, which is bamboozling and perplexing to me. But anyway, I thought, just every time that Manly did go to the side, they were making easy, good meters. So it might be something we can have a chat about. Brooks and Cherry Evans kicking game. Fucking, I don't think anybody's got a bad thing to say about that kicking game. It was 2 masterclasses from 2 old heads, which is what we thought we were going to get with Reynolds and Hunt, didn't we? But that sort of hasn't happened yet either. I've noticed in the comments today and last night and especially today, Trent Barrett in a lot of little bit of hot water with his little attacking coaching gig coming into question.
Yep.
We can probably have a little bit of a chat about that. Thoroughbreds, obviously, let us know what your thoughts are on that. Titans are next, and in these little full-time wrap-ups that I've done in the past, I've always said, bring on the fucking whoever. But how do I say bring on the Titans when we're playing like this, especially after what the Titans did to us last year?
Yeah.
I think they're paying and the Titans are paying like $3 or something.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
we're favourites. We're out and out favourites. Yeah.
Like how
even the
Broncos
bookies cannot believe how
favourites
fucking
right now.
terrible we are. Like their
What the
algorithms are just like, no. Put that team list up again. Oh no, they're going to be favourites.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Look at the cunts, like the humans in that building are like, look at how they're fucking playing. Because everyone we've played lately have been like 240 plus, and they're fucking smoking us, and all those fans are just fucking walking away.
Yep.
Well, if you like vote for money, then Titans are paying $3 something. So get on that. And last little point I've got is troubling times indeed, and that is my little wrap up.
Thanks, Langus.
Yeah, cheers.
I think a lot of heat should probably be on old Ben Teo too. I don't like. I mean, we didn't miss many tackles really. Like that's pretty standard number. But it just seems like Manly figured out our defensive structure, and we're like, we'll just shift it real quick. They'll come up and in, and we'll get on the outside of them, and we'll just burn them.
Yeah,
it seemed like that, and we didn't adjust either on the fly sort of thing. So,
but this is what I mean about you can only blame the coaches so much.
Yeah.
Until you like the set that's what I mean about that set when Hamale scored the first try. That's it. Not one coach in the world saying, "Oh yeah, just stand stagnant and wait for these huge fucking humans to run at you, and then lose the contact and then keep doing that for the set."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a player fucking thing. Like that's attitude. That's cunts on the field. And that comes back to the first half when we had a sniff and we were sniffing around. It's Reno, mate. I'm sorry. It's fucking Reno. He is our captain. He is our halfback. There were 4 sets where he didn't get to the fucking kick.
Yeah. Kobe Hetherington.
Yeah,
Kobe Hetherington put a kick hit on the 5th.
Fucking lucky, Kobe. Thank fuck for that. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't even that bad either. But I mean, where is we must get rose-coloured glasses on because he's our captain. We love Reno. But I mean, this year, mate, fucking pack it up if this is the shit that you're going to offer up, because it was pathetic. Especially in a game playing DCE where there's two old heads going at each other. DCE, who looked like he forgot how to play football on Wednesday night, all of a sudden turns on one of the great kicking performances all time, you know, to really shove it down our throats. And Renault decides, fifth tackle, I'll be on the left behind four players and hope that Pakesy finds me somewhere. It's like, fucking be on the ball, mate. You can't hit a kicker these days. Fuck me dead. Yeah, it's awful. It was fucking pathetic. And as our leader, you know, they took the captaincy off Pat and we're going to give it to Renault and whatnot. Well, fucking get up there and lead. It's not good enough. It's just not fucking good enough. And that it comes back to that. That team can't play that bad. Like, the same thing. Coaching, you couldn't coach that team to play that bad. You couldn't tell them to be that fucking bad. So I don't know what attitude, what fucking behind closed doors things going on up there, but it's fucked. And, you know, there's only so much a thoroughbred can take.
Oh, you know, like it goes back as well. Like, Madge's preseason, is it too hard? Are they burnt out? I can't believe that. Like,
No.
not when we score the tries the way that we do score them as well.
If that was true, we'd probably win the first 7 rounds, like easy, and then start to fade.
And then start to fade.
Happening pretty fucking early.
Yeah, all right, we'll move on. Men of the matches here. Thoroughbreds came in with Ezra Mann. Solid shout. I didn't mind it at all. He did rack up a couple of errors there throughout the game, but scored a try, all that sort of stuff. His final stats were 1 try, 14 runs for 99 metres, 30 post contact, 17 tackles, 5 missed, 1 ineffective for 73.91% efficiency, 3 kicks for 91, and then, he had the 3 errors, 3 handling errors, which 1 led to that try, and the 2 ruck infringements. I think what everyone was looking at was his energy, and that's what kind of stood out for them.
He was just sort of seemed to always be around like the minimal attack that the Broncos did have. That he was just hanging around. He was just that option. You know, the scrambling defense. He seemed to be on play a fair bit as well. So I think that's probably why the Thoroughbreds voted for Ezra.
Yeah, 100%. Going to be interesting next week when we allegedly do get the dynamic duo in Walsh and Mann back with that energy. So we'll see what happens there. I, however, have picked Shibasaki for our man of the match. I feel like he was solid in both attack and defense. Obviously still had a couple of errors, but fucking pretty hard and fast to find people in our team that didn't. So 15 runs, 145 meters, 60 post contact, 1 line break, 1 try assist, 2 tackle breaks, an offload, 14 tackles, 1 ineffective, 1 miss for 87.5% efficiency, 2 errors, 2 handling errors. So that's sort of, I don't know, Shibasaki just keeps doing Shibasaki stuff. Again, we can't say it's injuries or anything like that because we just look like the fucking Knights with Kalen Ponga or what Manly used to look like with Turbo when he was out. We don't want to be that team at all. And we really don't have that. But go through our site, like Ringer said. There's internationals, there's all-stars, there's multi, there's fucking, we're all there.
That's why the AI puts us as favourites. They read that team list and they go, fucking look how stacked this team is. Absolutely they're going to be the favourites. Like what the Ringer said, it's only the humans in the office that are screaming, fucking look at how they've been playing. You can't put them as $1.30 favourites. So, that's just another fucking tick in the frustrating box of being a Broncos fan, isn't it? You look at that team and you go, that's a top 4 team every fucking day.
And especially the way, like this year, the way that the table's running. No, Penrith's fucking gone. Like they played well today, but I mean they're fucking not great. The Eels nearly beat them. Melbourne have holes in them. Titans are fucking, Melbourne are probably still the team you would imagine be the ones to beat just because of that star power, and they're pretty consistent. But dogs, it's like we fucking put 40 on them cunts. Like Raiders, nah, good, but they're kids. Warriors are just doing Warriors shit. Like they'll beat you if they want to beat you. They won't if they won't. Like we had an opportunity this year with that roster to just fucking pump this competition. And you look at them now and you go, windows fucking closed, boys. Like pull your fucking heads out of your asses.
Yep.
Yeah. Major stats here. Tavega, Jazz, 36 tackles. Ricky, 53. Fucking getting about his work and about fucking time sort
Good
of
shit.
thing. He also did quite a few runs. Pretty happy with that.
Yep.
We just can't seem to click everywhere. Lehigh ran for 236. Arthur's 212. I feel really sorry for Arthur's. I feel like because he
100%.
didn't have the attacking stats that we expect, or we didn't get the attacking opportunities, that's why people are saying he had a shit game at fullback.
Yeah.
I understand that he was in camp all week, so he wouldn't have done training at fullback at all in clubland. But solid game. I think he was 100% tackle efficiency. I think he had a couple of errors, one error there or something like that. But yeah, solid hit out, but just not given enough opportunity. And we don't expect Arthur's to sort of be that Reece Walsh in attack, sniffing around. Like he's going to learn that shit. This is his first game for the Broncos. He might have played fullback at other clubs, Thoroughbreds. First game for the Broncos at fullback. Just take it as what you will. Stags and Shiver had one line break each there. Falolo, I think it is. Clayton. He had 3 line breaks. He had an absolute game on us. Man was the most points for us with 4. Post-contact meters, Lehigh again at 81. Shiver, 60. He was our most there. Most runs, 24 by Lehigh, 22 by Arthur's. A lot of kick returns in that. Where is... I don't think I've got that there. His kick return meters, but most all flies was 1. There's a few people for Manly with 1, and we had a couple with 2 for us. Most tackle breaks though, 4 was the most, and there was a few people on that number for Manly. Mariner had 5. He probably got about 3 of them in that one try assist. Occasion there. Looking through these stats, the big boys tackled their absolute fucking dicks off, 96% average across the board. We're looking at from Carrigan down to Hetherington, you're looking at 98%, 93%, 93%, 96%, 97%, 193 between all of them. 6 missed and 2 ineffective.
Yeah.
So that's some serious fucking stopping power there, but it's just not enough. We need, and again, the stats are out. It pisses me off because you should be able to read these stats and go, yep, it was a close game. A couple of unlucky, unforced errors there that let them in, and that's where they got us.
Yep.
The bench, 96% tackle efficiency. Our halves, 88%. Our backs, 85%. Like, we missed, what do we got there? 4, 12, 18, 22 tackles throughout the entire thing, spread evenly over everyone.
Yeah.
So, you can't really just sit there and point out where it was. At the end of the day, it either comes down to the direction that they're being given or the system that we're playing with.
And
anyway, I don't know if you guys want to speak to any of this.
I do. No,
Go.
It just... What is our identity? Because I am failing to fucking see what this rotation is. Like, what's our bench about, right? So we've got Big Ben, Pecura, Jensen, Walters. Should be pretty fucking stock standard. Should be props off, props on, Pakes off, Walters on, Pecura. If someone's struggling, we fucking swap him out. He's there for impact, edge, go tackle if we need it. Kobe Hetherington plays 47 fucking minutes as our run on 13.
Yeah.
Someone fucking explain to me why. And he doesn't get back on. Like, he plays 30, and then he doesn't get back on until the last fucking 15 minutes, and you go, what's the point? They've run through us already, mate. Like, they've already torn the fucking. Make him be a tackler. Just leave him in the middle, rotate everyone else around him, and just say, Kobe, I don't want you to take more than fucking 4 runs a game. But if some cunt comes near you, fold the cunt in half.
Yeah.
Not get 68.
Well, he's still in the 4 runs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's doing the 4 runs.
He did 4 runs. Yeah.
No, you're not getting what are you getting out of him?
Yeah.
So it just fucking baffles me because I like the idea. I like the idea of having someone else at lock, so Paddy can come on and come off for a break. So we're not wearing out one of our. And he fucking threw up good numbers again, Paddy, as they always do.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what's the point of having a lock that's not going to be a lock? Like, put fucking Tyson Smoothie there. Go and get Matty Colner. There's got to be someone in our 30 to go, I don't care what you do, because Paddy does play lock anyway. Like, he is our link man, so it doesn't matter what number he's got on his back. Whoever you put in that 13 jersey is just purely tighten the fucking middle and don't let anyone through the front door.
Yep.
And Kobe Hetherington seems to be that cat when he's on the field, and then he's just gone. He's not there anymore, and you go, God, our middle looks a bit fucking loose because we've gone through. Like, I just cannot fucking fathom it. I just want someone to explain it. I really do. Because, it's not his fault because Jansen's playing well. Big Ben got thrown in. You can tell it was his first game. He didn't really get into a rhythm, but he's a fucking child and he's his first game of the year, so fair enough. Walters was relatively good when he came on. I thought he was actually pretty good. He sparked a fair bit. But Pecura... wishy-washy. What's the point? I still don't understand the point. Like, they take they take Hetherington off and they put Jansen and throw Willison, and it's like, what? Make it make sense. We need to have a lock that plays 80 like every other fucking team in the comp, because that is just our it's our fucking key to the lock. It's called the lock, I suppose. Like, I just cannot fucking fathom why he plays 47 minutes. Because if that's the case, put Paddy back there and then we can run a 3-forward bench, like a proper 3-forward bench again. And give us... I just can't fucking fathom it. It's beyond me. It keeps happening and you think, oh, maybe it's just... He must be a bit hurt. We're round 13. He can't be. If he's fucking hurt, fuck him off. Like,
yeah.
And when he's on there, does anyone go, oh, he looks like a liability? Like, he looks good. He chops him in the middle. He's always chasing. I don't know. Someone make it make sense.
I just looking at, like, Piakura, he played that 52 minutes. He only made 19 tackles. Yes, he 100% tackle efficiency, but 19 and 5 runs for 39 meters. He made 17 post contact. Like, what's his purpose on the team?
Exactly. But I mean,
like, what's he being
him
told?
And Willison play 50 minutes each.
Yeah.
In between them, you're getting 15 runs.
Yeah.
Like, pick a fucking edge. Like, make an edge and make them fucking play there. Whoever you pick, the other one is a forward, like, is a middle rotation. He's not a fucking edge rotation. Tell me another team in the comp that does that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Paddy Carrigan, fuck me, goes and plays that dog shit in Origin, right? Not that he played dog shit, the game is what I'm talking about. And then comes back to Clubland. What did he play? He played 55 minutes, 13 runs for 142 with 61 post contact, and makes fucking 48 tackles with 1 ineffective.
Yeah. And like, this is the thing. Like, you've got 2 Origin fellas that play more than your lock.
Yeah.
I just
2 Origin props.
2 Origin props, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then, so that's what I just don't get, because you could keep that same bench that we have now. Like, if Willison can't play if we've gone through this fucking trial phase now, if he can't play 80 on the edge, fuck him off back to the bench, because we know Pecura can play 80 on the edge. He might have a mistake in him and he might fucking miss 1 tackle, but at least it shores up that all those edge players are playing fucking together for the whole game. It doesn't bring someone else in that distorts the whole fucking process. And then What's wrong with having Wilson as our other middle rotation? Wilson and Jensen and Takura? Fucking good luck. Like, it just seems very fucking strange to me. And I don't know whether it's a Barrett thing or a Maguire thing, but they need to fucking explain it, or we might all have to send a Thoroughbred to Red Hill training and get some fucking sneaky video to send us some bullshit, because I just can't. Why are we so hell-bent on switching our fucking rotation around so much? Like, our edges have to be our edges. I don't care if you don't like Brendan, but he can play 80 on the edge. Wilson's probably a better edge when he turns it on, but he hasn't. So,
yeah.
Take the microphone off me, because I'm going to fucking just fucking ground my gears the other night, because we probably missed Ricky in our captain, man of the match. Really, when you look at his stats, we were all too sour on the game because he had some fucking unreal stats, really.
Yeah, he did come up. I was sort of going over Ricky or whatnot. Where was it though? There was something that kind of didn't. Well,
Shibba was better, but I mean, I think
it was the try assist and the cover tackles, the defense that he did make.
Yeah,
that sort of got him over the line with Ricky. Ricky, he's still not doing the kick chase.
Yeah,
as well. That sort of gear there. So, bit of a controversial one, that one. But like, I'm looking at, like, we're obviously fit because Manly had 2 interchanges before we made our first one.
Yep.
Right. So we're playing 28 minutes, which is pretty standard. That 30-minute mark is where we make a couple of changes leading into half time. Corey Jensen came on for Paddy Carrigan. Cool. That's a good rotation, I feel. Give Carrigan a bit of a rest. But straight away, Payne Haas came off now, and Pia Cora went on. Pia Cora's not a front. So does that mean that Wilson then went into the front row?
Wilson went to the front, yeah.
So then you've got that disconnection on the edges like you talked about. Wilson's not exactly like, what did he do? 10 runs. So he probably get those 10 really when he was at prop. And I understand that Haas and Carrigan had Origin, so they're probably earmarked to come off anyway. Like you're not gonna fucking alter them one sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then we went bang, 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 literally 28 minute. We had 2, and then in the 31st minute, Kobe comes off, and we send Big Ben on. So, explain to me that rotation. Who goes where now? Is Jensen playing lock now? Because I can assure you, Big Ben ain't playing lock.
Ben ain't playing lock.
And neither is Willison.
Yeah, and neither is Willison. So, yeah, that's a bit out of line, I reckon. And then, like, you got the standard Billy comes on for Corey, sure. And then Xavier comes off for Payne. Like, yeah, it's
all over the shop, isn't it?
Ben comes on for Patrick, off for Patrick to come back on.
Yeah. It's so all over the shop.
Yeah.
You're getting 10 runs out of Willison, and he had to play a bit of middle, a bit of edge. Wouldn't you rather those 10 runs from him being fresh off the bench at the 30-minute mark, just fucking send him in the middle and say, go? Like,
yeah.
We're not utilising our fucking huge weapons like we should be.
Especially when we're coming up against Brown. Brown's a dog. Brown's an absolute dog. He scored that try. Like, there's a reason why he scored that.
The Brookvale Bruschetta, actually.
the Bruschetta, yeah, a dog.
Bruschetta.
Yeah.
Don't cancel us that. That's not. That's terrible.
Cultural appropriation.
But like, yeah, like, but Willison should be putting it over him. Like our bench should be putting it over the bench, sort of thing. So. Fucking frustrating. So anyway, that's the stats. That's the game, Thoroughbreds. We're gonna kick into, I guess, what the whole title of the podcast, No More Mr. Nice Guys. We have been in trouble in the comments section for being too lenient on the team. But honestly, we were looking at about this round anyway. This is a bit of a mid-season sort of get up, and it's probably warranted now. Like, far out. I'm nervous as shit against the Titans. Luckily, it's not a day game on a Sunday. Otherwise, fucking, I'm having a week off sort of thing. But I'll run through. So what we'll do is we've got a couple of minutes here, or a few minutes here, where we're just gonna, where the fuck are we at? What are we doing? What? And the spotlight, honestly, is on the club. It's not on, it shouldn't be on the players. It shouldn't be on the coach. It shouldn't be on the upper management. It is on the entire club, because we have made changes from the wooden spoon days to now. And we've gone to a grand final since then as well. And I seen someone's perfect comment today. How can we blame Kevy when he literally took this same roster? There's a few mixed in here and there, sure, but he took the same roster to within 20 minutes of grand final glory.
Yeah.
And only because of a goated Nathan Cleary did we not win that.
Yeah.
5 minutes, really?
5 minutes. Yeah. Like a steaming Leota and a right foot step from a fucking Cleary is the only reason we didn't win that sort of thing.
And a few short dropouts.
Yeah, a few short dropouts. So,
Langer's favourite.
a little bit of a timeline here. We got the spoon in 2020. Dave Donaghy started his tenure midway through 2021. Legal battles with the Storm, all that shit meant he couldn't start it earlier. Ben Eichen starts in the middle of 2021 as well. By May 23, he'd moved on to Queensland Rugby. There was that stoush with Kevy, blah, blah. I'm not prepared to say that that's it, because look at the state that Queensland Rugby League is in at the moment with the Origin.
Yep.
Whatever. Splitting hairs. Seabold handed our first spoon. We moved him on basically instantly. Walters then started in 21. Within 3 years, we were in a grand final. He left in 24 for Madge. Now, obviously there was a hangover year, and you're gonna have a hangover year. Have a look at all the teams that went up against Penrith the year after, dog shit, except Storm. But Storm are the exception, not the rule sort of thing. So was it just a hangover year? And we would have bounced back this year under Kev. Like, we were just as shocked when Kev got sacked. Like, we never once said leading up to that, oh, Kev's an issue. Like,
exactly.
Never that.
Everyone else started saying it, and then it's like, what?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll throw to you. I'll give you a bit of time here to think about it while I run through the next one. Like, where do you think the problem is? I know that we've sort of touched on it, but I really want like a specific. Is it players? Is it coach? Is it management? To me, it seems like we have everything we need, and it's just that system now that we're putting in play that hasn't quite clicked. That's where I am. But anyway, so in our spoon year, this same time, in the year that we won the spoon, we were 3 wins, 10 losses, and our for against was negative 223, and we were sitting 15th. In 21, we were the exact same numbers, 3 wins, 10 losses, but we had a for and against of negative 182, right? So we're climbing out of the depths, if you could, in regards to defense and whatnot. 2022, we were 4th, 8 wins, 4 losses with a bye, plus 63. 23, we were 3rd, 9 wins, 4 losses, plus 81. 24, so just last year, we were 5th with 7 wins and 5 losses. Currently, we're 5 wins, 7 losses, so flip those numbers around. We had a plus 57 this time last year. This year, we have a plus 14. So we have
And that's only really from a blinding start to the season.
Yeah.
Putting 50 on the Roosters, that's the only reason why we're plus 14 now.
That's exactly it. So, and then a couple of these other stats that just do not fucking make sense. We are 3rd for total points scored. 292. We are 5th in tries, 49. We're dog shit with possession. We're down in 11th. 77% completion sees us at 13th. 534 support runs. We are 15th. Just that one out
Yep.
fucking dog shit. But 64 line break sees us sitting in third. Then we go decoy runs again. We're shit, 15th. We've had a 521. So, the support play again.
Yeah.
Errors, 132 in 6th. But then we go 75. Penalties conceded. We're sitting in 2nd.
Yeah.
Just
Who's first?
Tigers, I believe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's,
But yeah. But anyway, Ringer, I'll throw to you. Get that last little bit. Say it with your chest. And like what's like you said, we've got stars across the board. We've got a fucking premiership winning coach. We've got Ben Teo, premiership winning player. Wayne Bennett trusted him with his defense at the Dolphins. Trent Barrett, dog shit, first grade, A grade coach, but has a history of being a great assistant coach. And then we've got the Storm's ex-CEO. And I just had a look at the littering of people that we have in upper management. No one, it's not ex-players, which is great to see. But when I go into their LinkedIns and stuff, they've got resumes. Like they're there for a reason. There's no anomaly sort of thing. So, yeah, what are your thoughts? Passionate,
mate. It's there's a culture issue there somewhere. Has to be, doesn't it? Like when you points scored, we're up there. We're not even that bad in most of the stats. The ones that are the most concerning are the support plays and the dummy runs or whatever it was, like the whatever that other one was that you said, where like you run decoys.
Yep.
So, and that was so evident. It's probably been evident for a while, but I really noticed it on Saturday. Is that we one-outed our way through that whole game. Even when, even the try we did score was Mariner one-outing him, like doing some individual brilliance, and then we got into the backfield, linked up, and then scored a try off it. There was not one fucking backline movement where we had someone screaming through on a decoy that held up the defense at all. We went side to side, and the defense just fucking cradles. Like, it did not look threatening at all. When we're coming out of trouble, it's just, yep, here comes the centre, here comes the winger, here comes the second rower, here comes Paddy, here comes Payne. Yep. You could nearly write that script for the whole game. So I think from top to bottom, like you said, looking at it, it's a cultural issue. And I don't know whether that comes... Like you said, how we got, like, the club got rid of Kevy, and like you said, it's pretty hard for us to go, well, last year he was in the grand final. We nearly beat the best. Like, Penrith are going to go down as the best team to play the game for the next probably 30 years, and probably 30 years before that. Oh, well, 10 years until Melbourne had their dynasty, even though they're over the cap. But, I mean, team-wise, pretty decent fucking team. And we were a bee's deck from, well, we were one knock on away from pumping them.
Yeah.
Like when we lost the ball down their end, it was still 24 to fucking 8 or something, whatever it was. Like we were not far from scoring another one and really putting them to the sword.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so the whole Kevy thing. So I don't know whether that sort of sent ripple effects through the whole show when the pressure come on Kev, and now the players are like, well, fuck, if I don't feel like anyone actually values what I'm doing here. I have no idea, because fuck, I'd love to get in there. I'd love to get in there and listen to what their day-to-day is.
Yeah.
Like what's the infights, fly on the wall? Like is it segmented? Is there, forwards versus backs, Queensland versus New South Wales? Is it fucking Madge and Barrett from New South Wales, so they shouldn't be in Queensland? I don't know, but it's fucking weird that this is happening to this group. And what I'm terrified is that the board sticks, like we're going to lose a fuck ton of players, is what I'm scared of. And then we're still going to be in a shit position because the systems aren't right. And then, you know what I mean? So that's the part I'm shit scared of now, is that I know all these players can play. We've seen it. We've all fucking seen it with our own eyes. Why are they not playing? Were they all of a sudden lazy this year? Weren't lazy fucking when we were knocking on the door of a prem? Yeah, there's so many what ifs. This is where you just want, like, as a thoroughbred, as a member, as of whatever, you want that fucking come out the front and say what the fuck's going on. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't say this and that, but just say, oh, yeah, this fucking Reno, he's going to Tigers, and that's made everyone fucking get the shits. And everyone be like, fuck, yeah, that'd do it to anyone, you know? I just fucking hate the unknown of it all as to why those players are playing the way they are. And how do you see it? Honestly, how do you see it? Because it's fucking hard to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. It's throwing shades of last year, but it's throwing heavy shades of 2020.
Oh, fuck
like, heavy shades of just, you know, the Eels rolling in the town and just fucking pumping us in their own backyard sort of shit.
Yep.
It's and like you said, it's the unknown because and that's what gives me a little bit of hope. Is there's not something that's glaringly obvious. We're not having a Lockie Galvin situation play out in the media. We're not doing any of that shit. We're apparently talking to Reno. We've offered him this retirement package. We'll work this in. Like, that's what you've seen coming out of this club. But on the other hand, just real quick, it's not the Tigers that are penalty conceded at the top. Have a fucking wild guess at who's top with 80. They're 5 more than us.
Melbourne.
Fucking Raiders.
Oh.
So make it make sense.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Ricky'd love that.
Just some blow up city. So Alfie has come out. Now, you never hear Alfie talk shit about the club. He did get moved on. He's probably a little bit salty. He's come out and said that the group has lost their spirit. I don't find that highly controversial. Everyone can see that. Yeah. It's just the fact that Alfie has come out, whatever. Reports are that there's a couple of multiple reports, and that's why it's very unclear for anyone to see. The players are dirty at being scapegoated for Walters. That's something that has been released or talked about.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But then there's the reports are that some of the senior players wanted Kev gone because he was too soft. So that contradicts the scapegoating. Like, no, it was you guys, or it was a portion of you guys that wanted Kev gone. Now there's reports that the players are unhappy because Madge is too tough. And yes, you are going to get some players that will obviously think a coach is tough. I get it 100%. So I don't really read into that at all. What's the next one? Way back when we thought it was the bust up between Walters and Icon, blah, blah, blah. Queensland's not in a great place now anyway. Ben Icon, I still respect the shit out of. We'll listen to him all day sort of thing. But I'm not putting our shit scenario on Icon sort of thing.
No. Fuck no.
Injuries? No. Because we're not going to turn into a Newcastle without Ponga. Like, it's as simple as that. And then the other point that I was thinking of just before, our salary cap is about to burst. So every single player in our roster would find a contract at another club.
Yeah. Easy. That's the thing.
Yeah, like Dolphins would have a few of them. Cowboys are looking at a couple of our players. The Bears obviously have an eye on our big boppers. The Tigers are apparently interested in Reno. You know, Cobbo could be going to the Roosters if you believe some reports.
Dom Young leaving sounds a bit fucking weird to me, but yes.
Yeah. That's also weird because Dom Young's he is apparently going back to the Knights, but after the Roosters play the Knights. If you believe the reports. But like, yeah, Cobbo could go, Mariner could go, Walsh could go anywhere, Ezra could go anywhere. The whole fucking lot, really. I mean, at this point, Shibber could fucking pick up a contract anywhere.
Fuck yeah. Shibber get paid shit ton to play somewhere else.
Yeah, so Langers, mate, what are your thoughts? What are your emotional raw?
I'm with you boys, to be honest. I'm with the ringer with the culture issue. I think it is a culture issue because the only thing that I can really think of, and I mean, it's a little bit shit. But it's that saying, the team of champions, not a champion team.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like that because you look at the team on paper, fucking stacked. Like near on every player of the Broncos would be able to garnish a better paying contract at another club because of what they can produce. So I think it's why it is so frustrating and why there are so many shoulders being shrugged and questions being thrown up without any answers because we're just like, well, why is this happening? Because there isn't any glaring issues. There isn't, the Lockie Galvin, scandal going on or bulk injuries that we have to sort of work around to get, blooding new players every week. We're not doing that. So it's like, well, why the fuck not? Have a look at our roster, our game, run up. We're versing not hard teams. It's not like we're versing just the top 8, in the next 8 games. We're versing teams that we should be winning. This should be our part of the season where we are just punching the W's through, putting our for and against, out of reach of some teams and getting us up that ladder. But it's literally the opposite of what's happening. And I don't know, and now we're sort of just on to like the last hope or the next hope of, Walsh is going to come back. Like, it's going to be all good because now we've got Ezra Mam and we've got Walsh. So they're like, that's going to be, good. Now, there's speed there that's going to be able to keep up with each other. But what if that fails? Then what? It's just like, I hope everything clicks and we can be like, fuck yeah, Walsh was just that, that missing piece into the fucking engine to make it, raw to life. Absolutely, I'm 100% for that. But I don't think that Walsh is just going to be the answer from what
you
we've
can't
been
see
seeing
it, can you?
past, 13 rounds, or maybe not 13 rounds, but definitely the last 5 at least. So I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. I can't identify what it would be. Speculation running rampant through my mind through, all the social medias and all that sort of stuff. Mate, look, bit of controversy here, take this with a shot of penicillin, but maybe we just put the Broncos up on a pedestal too much. Like when Kevy got fired, we justified it by saying if you take Kevy's name off it and you just look at his stats, he's had the gig for 4 years and he's only given us 1 finals in 4 years. That's not good enough. And now here we are going, fuck, Kevy was actually a pretty good coach. We should probably, what would have happened if he came back sort of thing. So, I think it is to a certain degree that we expect the Broncos to make the 8 every year. This year, more than that. I think everybody wanted more than just the top 8. Like I wanted top 4, as a minimum. You look at that team, that's a top 4 team. Absolutely. Even with a couple of injuries in there, the depth, like we've been saying week in, week out, the Broncos have that depth. But if you don't have the processes and the passages in play to set in play, then you're never going to win a game. You can have the most stacked team going. If you don't have the right processes, then it's never going to happen. And if there is some sort of cultural issue that everybody thinks they're the best thing since sliced bread behind closed doors, then you're not going to gel as a team. You're not going to be there for your mates. And then, that might lead into the whole, 15th in supports and 15th in decoy runs because you don't support your mate. Who gives a fuck? I'm fucking the best thing going. Fuck that cunt. He can go run and get his head fucking taken off. Who cares? Like,
give me the ball next play.
Yeah, it's not about the Broncos. It's about fucking me. That might be the mentality in the team. And Madge is, behind closed doors, just trying to bust everybody's ego down. So who fucking knows? It's all just speculation at this point. Which, it's not a bad thing, I guess. There's obviously a cult following in the Broncos. Everybody's got an opinion. So I feel like if we all just throw our opinion out there, then, one of them's got to fucking stick and hopefully something good can come of it.
But I think you touched on something really important there, Lang, is that I feel deeply as a Thoroughbreds bloody supporter, is that as a club, we don't have a DNA. We don't have something that you can bank every week. Like, you look at the Dogs, right? Dogs of War. Even when they were shit, they were kind of a team to play.
Yeah.
You're like, Melbourne are Melbourne. Everyone knows what Melbourne's like. If you're off, they'll pump you. Even the Titans. The Titans are shit. But if you give them too much ball in good area, they can score points.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like everyone, like it's there's this DNA that every team seems to have, and we are in this probably since fucking Bennett left. I think we made the 8 and we got pumped at home, but that was a good effort. The board sacked the best coach that's ever been a coach in the game. So we'll go right back to that far if you want to find out my feelings on it all. I think many thoroughbreds would be the same, but ever since that moment, we bring in the new young coach, Seabold, blah 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 blah. We lost DNA. We started getting it back with Kev. Even though you mightn't have agreed with everything, the Broncos were going to throw the fucking kitchen sink at you. We mightn't be able to defend, but we're going to try and score points every fucking time we can. And it doesn't work all the time, whatever. But at the moment, we've got nothing. We're not a team that's going to fight. And, even though we're clunky, we're going to make it hard for you. We're not a team that's going to score 30 and you might score 36.
Oh.
We just don't have any sort of DNA at the moment, even with all those superstars. So, yeah, I don't know. It might be time to, I don't know. Looking at the preseason, name that keeps coming into my head is Matty Colner. Just a fucking weapon. Just someone that's going to, he'll die for the jersey, that sort of style bloke that we need. Because all those cunts seem too fucking comfortable in a Broncos jersey, and I fucking hate it.
Yep.
Yeah, look, I'll go with you on the back in history shit. Paul White, in my opinion, has a lot to fucking answer for.
Yeah.
He was the CEO when, it used to be cool to be a Broncos fan and say, hey, we've never not made the 8.
Yeah.
You guys are all fucking idiots. What, you're not playing in September? We always play in September.
Yeah.
What's that like? Yeah.
Yeah, what's that like, having an early knock? But yeah, and then obviously we win the spoon, we sack fucking Bennett, we go for we bring in bloody a rookie coach and say on the front page of the Courier Mail, this man will win you a premiership. And he gives us the spoon and fucks off.
Yeah.
I think he took $3 million with him too.
I was about to say he gets paid handsomely for it as well.
Yeah, so I feel like that is an issue, and I feel like we're still in that. But at the same time, I feel like the right changes have been made to cut that shit off at the flow. You know what I mean? Like we stemmed the bleeding and whatnot. So fucks me. I don't know. At least I don't know. And that's the thing. I honestly don't know what.
Yeah, no one knows. That's what's so fucking frustrating. No one knows.
But righto, we'll cut it off there. Thoroughbreds, give us a fucking.
Let us know what you think, Thoroughbreds.
Yeah,
please.
Let us know.
Please.
We have voicemail. We've got one voicemail coming in at the end of after we do everything. Just send us the voicemails, guys, because we are going to start putting them up here. If they get really good, actually, probably not. We're probably going to leave it for the end of the show because that's a really good way to finish. Just letting you guys do massive vents and whatnot. So yeah, send it in. Obviously, when we win, send them in. Rejoice. Tell us what you've seen. That was great. That's what we're fucking talking about. If we do this shit, then we're going to win. Blah, blah, blah. But we'll cut it off there and we'll move on. We have the Gronk now. I am going to raw dog this with you guys. I refuse to watch his video after fucking what went down over the weekend. Tommy did and putting in a case for that number 7 ex-Bronco, the one that got away. And then for us to go and do that. So, without further ado, here he is.
Holy fuck! I didn't know how right I was last week or the week before, whatever it was, when I said fuck Adam Reynolds. That kid is playing for retirement. He's not playing for another contract, despite all the bullshit coming out about going to the Tigers or whatever. Because fuck me dead. I mean, before, I know it was a collective team bed shit, but there are stages there when the game was still in the balance and you were an attacking ball, and fuck me dead if Kobe Hetherington didn't end up kicking the ball one time. Like, fucking hell, boys. But I think the thing that I'd be most concerned about, and I flagged it in the chat, but you have got 0 dogs, have you? Like, there's no one there that, regardless of what you think of Madge or your fucking captain or whatever gripes you've got with the players around you or whatever, or the environment, you still got to have that fucking dog in you to say, fuck these cunts. I'm sick of getting pumped like this. And just try. Why wasn't Piakura coming on there just frothing at the mouth to fucking flatten that old fucking, what's his name? Brown. Where's that? I'd rather, if I were you, I'd rather have fucking 2 blokes in the bin for trying to take cunts' heads off out of frustration than what you're seeing. Just absolute limp dick energy. But anyway, it'll be a lot funnier if we didn't almost capitulate to fucking shitty Tigers outfit, but that's how it goes. Bye!
He skips over that putt so far.
Yeah.
Lets in 28 unanswered points or some fucking thing.
Yeah.
20 minutes up against 12 men.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, he's fucking right. He nailed everything.
He's so right.
He's
so
just
fucking right.
How do you say he's wrong? You can't. So
I want to see Kobe just snap mid-game one day and then just show the competition why we talk shit about how good he is at folding people. There was a couple of hits in that game where he did get the fucking shoulder. Right, I think Brooksy copped one. And I forget who else was.
Got the other one too, coming into the middle and just fucking bop.
Yeah, he did. And it was just sweet, just contact, bang, on the ground, on your back. That's all we want. But anyway, what do you guys reckon about the Gronk's chat there, Langer? Are you finally disagreeing with the guy, or what's going on?
nah. How do you disagree with him? You know, like, yeah, I think Reynolds isn't playing like someone that's coming off of contract at the end of the year. And honestly, the way he has been playing, why would Tigers even want to look at him? You know, like at the end of the day, like let's be real. You know, like they've just lost a young kid that they could have, you know, built a team around if he wanted to be a bit loyal and stick at the Tigers for a while. You can't do that with Reynolds. You know, and what are you going to pay Reynolds? Like minimum fucking money? Like, no, he's not going to want that. So, yeah, I don't get it, whether the love for the game is gone, whether he's nursing an injury, whether he's fucking shit scared because he got his, you know, bicep ripped up out of his body basically last year. I don't know. It's just not the Reynolds that we certainly were hoping to see, which is another frustrating thing because he does show that brilliance. You know, Bulldogs game, perfect example. Yeah. How do you fucking fault the man then? You know,
Wet weather footy, bang.
Yep, just frustrating shit. And once again, the Gronk is right, rubbing our faces in the fact that we are shit.
Ringer, mate, what do you reckon?
100%. I think that's one thing that we are lacking is that CU in the NT. Like, Payne is the best prop in the game. 100% he's the best prop in the game. Who is the enforcer for New South Wales? Spencer Lanier.
Yeah.
It's not fucking Payne Haas. Payne Haas is the best prop, and he's the one that's going to hurt you the most. He's not the one that you're fucking worried about getting smacked with, okay?
Yeah.
So, Paddy's the same. Paddy, second best prop in the game. Looks like he might paint your fingernails before he's going to take your head off. Like, and seriously, it's, you know, if someone comes to come after Paddy, they can get fucked. He's ours, but you know what I mean? They don't bring that cunt with them. And Piakura did, and then early in the year, we're all guilty of it, jumped on his back because he got sent off for fucking smacking some cunt.
Yeah.
And cost us a game early. And then we're like, oh, all we want him to do is get through the game. Maybe we fucked that up. Maybe that's on us. Like, maybe we're just like, no. We need someone. Because Ricky's not that dude either. Ricky's pretty Ricky. He's fucking beautiful. And he's going to fucking tackle his dick off all day, but he's not a cunt. Is he? Like, he's not an enforcer. Right. So, yeah, that is something that resonated when he said that, that we don't have that bloke in our pack that we always had. We always had as a Bronco great team. We always had someone that they hated. And even someone that wasn't a world beater. Like, fucking what
Tony
was his
Carroll.
name? David Stagg.
Oh, Stags.
David Stagg, fucking Tony Carroll. Like Tony Carroll
Yeah.
played heaps Origin, but
Yeah.
you know, just that cunt, that just annoying fucking tackle you, rub your head in the dirt. We don't have that, and that's it's so fucking weird that we are talking about this with this roster. But for me, someone that I just fucking love, and we all love on this panel, I think, Josh Rogers. Do you think Josh Rogers isn't getting out there and just at least trying his dick off in that game to do some fucking thing? It's like, it just looks like so many passive players that aren't willing to just jump on a grenade for that jersey, where, as thoroughbreds, talentless, fat, fucking useless thoroughbreds, we fucking, if you got a chance to have a crack at that jersey, you'd die trying to have a crack, doing something for it. And you've got all these talented players that aren't doing that. And it's fucking terrifying to me. So,
That's it.
Yeah, that's where you start going, well, is a clean out necessary? Do we, Matty Cullen, Josh Rogers, fucking all these cunts that will just rip in, give them a go?
And that's the thing, isn't it? Surely, right? Let's say by some chance they do listen to this and what you just said, ring it, right? All Madge sits them all down. We're going to do a review, but just listen to 10 minutes of this shit, right? And they put your face up on the big screen. They run through it. And they don't sit there. What's the attitude? Is the attitude, who the fuck is this cunt? Like, what do you
That
mean?
should be,
Fucking
yeah.
piss off, blah, blah, blah.
I'll fucking run over that cunt. Fuck him.
Well, that's what it should be, right? But shouldn't it also be, holy shit, you're right. Why the fuck are these guys talking that? Like, they're talking shit about us and the way that we're playing. So we need to pull our heads out of our fucking asses and put on what they expect us and what they believe that we can do, sort of thing. Like, where is that, if that makes sense? I don't know if I am sort of making sense, but if I was in the Broncos jersey and someone came on and we just got pumped by Manly like that, and then I hear someone sitting there, and they would, I mean, the social media, we're no one in social media, and you should see the shit that's in our comment section. And it's just like, well, hang on a second, why the fuck are they talking that much shit about me, sort of thing? But yeah, again, they should also be looking at it going, I'll run through you. But
well, it's a whole thing about, is that, people carry on, you got no fucking cred, you can't talk about like that to players. It's like, yeah, but you know what? I would try my absolute fucking best if I got a chance to have a crack at that.
Mate, I'm not in a Broncos jersey because I didn't give it a crack. I'm in a Broncos jersey because I don't have any fucking talent. If I had the talent, you can fucking bet your ass I'd be in a Broncos jersey.
I'm just not there because I'm fucking hopeless. But you know what I mean? Like, that's the attitude that I think needs to be taken into that dressing room, is that, mate, there's literally people that would be in the lower grades of that club that would fucking break their neck to get a crack at that jersey.
Yeah.
That have less than half the talent that you cunts have.
Yeah.
Start showing some fucking ticker and at least fight for a loss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's been, we've all followed the Broncos forever. You knew what that was, though. If we lost, it was because the team was fucking better than us, and we just didn't put it together. It wasn't because we didn't try. And that's what it looked like the other night, and it's fucking not good enough.
Yeah, and what that looks like is a Darren Lockyer kick to the fucking beak in the corner after the siren to score a fourth try to get a win over the Eels. That's the DNA of the Broncos.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on. Fucking...
Yeah, we better.
Christ.
Otherwise, it'll be fucking 4 a.m. and we'll still be screaming.
Therapy session.
Cathartic.
Righto, we'll move on to the week ahead. Quick touch on the injuries. Hayes Perham out for the season. Jock Madden out for the season, I believe.
Ooh.
Done a pectoral.
But
I haven't seen that confirmed whether it's season or what.
Bitch of an injury.
Jack Goswelski, broken arm, round 14. So it'll be interesting to see team list on Tuesday what goes on there. Reece Walsh, that PCL tear, he's supposed to be back this week as well. Benny Hunt, hamstring, rehab, round 15. So we've got a lot happening over the next couple of weeks in regards to team lists. Plus Origin. Benny doesn't get picked for Origin too, does he?
Fuck no.
Does he? Like, no?
Nah.
We're ruling him out? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So that'll be interesting to see when that time comes up because, we don't have anyone in Origin in those positions. So there'll be a jostling going on there for sure. Judiciary, despite the flogging that we got, and back to what the Gronk said, maybe we should have some people on this judiciary list after that. Maybe a little high tackle here and there, maybe, that sort of shit. But we don't.
Bring
So
Pangai
we'll move
Jr. back.
Yeah.
You'll hit me on that side every week.
So we're up against the Titans, as we've previously spoken about, at Suncorp Stadium. Back at home, 7:35 p.m. Saturday, the 7th of June. Get around the TVs, get down there and support them. We'll look at the numbers. Let's go on the Suncorp. We'll see if they've dipped over the start of the season. But head to head, we've faced them 37 times. We have the uptick with 24 wins, 65% over 13. 77 completion rate for us, 79 for them. Tackle efficiency, we've got them at 88.4. Wins this season, we actually do have more. 5 out of 11, 45%. They have 3 out of 10 at 30%. Like, I can see why we're odds-on favourite, but fuck. And the reason that we are nervous Thoroughbreds is last time we met in round 22. So not that long ago, they beat us 46-18. That's 9 tries to 3. Possession was 57% to 43. Completion was 84% to 83. And tackle efficiency was 89.22 to 87.92, all to the Titans. They fucking dominate. I believe that was the day game Sunday at Suncorp. Yep. And I was at that game, and it was fucking horrid. The last 5 games for the Titans was Raiders loss, Cowboys loss, Bulldogs loss, Knights win, Raiders loss. Again, another team that's versus the same team within 5 games.
Quick, just succession, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we've had Bulldogs is win. We can still see a W on the fucking score sheet.
Still in the fucking tunnel.
It's still there. Panthers lost, Rabbitohs lost, Dragons lost, Sea Eagles lost. So it's getting desperate times. What are we 1 from 6 or something like that? So desperate times. I will ask you real quick, Ringer, how do you think the game's going to go down? Predictions.
Well, Thoroughbreds, just to make you feel better, if we play like we played on Saturday, put Titans 13 plus on your bet slip. That way you'll feel better when you've got a fuck ton of cash in your pocket after we lose. However, like this is literally like Seagulls at 4 points.
Different beast.
We've been shit, right? But can you see a world in even though we were good, we would play that game terribly because it's a fucking dimly lit shithole stadium that the Broncos have never performed in.
Yeah.
So that's the only glimmer of hope I have is that even if we were going good, is that a game we could lose because we have a track record of playing terrible in fucking games like that? Yes, we do. It doesn't matter what year, doesn't matter what fucking team we roll out. Going down to Sydney in a suburban fucking ground, we never, ever, ever fucking perform. So that's the only tiny little thing I'm holding on to going, even if we were top of the table, I could see us losing that game. However, if we don't fucking turn up against the Titans, with AJ coming back, with fucking Jaden Campbell, with both all these attacking weapons that, put it this way, if the Seagulls were playing the Titans this week instead of the Broncos, I think most of us would have tipped the Titans. Am I fucking, because the Seagulls are terrible the week before.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
Tommy getting ruled out and whatnot, you'd be like, yeah, Titans could do that. So, like, I'm fucking terrified if that we don't turn up, Titans going to put a fucking score on us. And this is if you don't want to turn up this weekend, Broncos, well, fucking you're going to live in the depths of the ladder, and that's what you're going to have to deal with for the rest of the year, and deal with every cunt and every newspaper giving you a fucking hammering all year, because you deserve it, to be fair, if you don't turn up for this game. So, fuck you. Like, insane. Support them till I die. We'll fucking, we'll be following along a little puppy dog for the rest of my life. However, fuck yes. Fuck yes.
What do you reckon, Langers? Prediction?
How do I follow something like that? No, look, I've just had a quick little squiz on the booking sites. They've got the Broncos at $1.32, heavy favourite, against $3.42 to the Titans. And then you go big win, little win. Broncos 13 plus is paying $2.10.
What?
It is paying less than a Titans victory. Gold Coast Titans 13 plus is paying $9.25.
Thank you very much.
What, like, are we missing something here? Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
what the fuck? There's no way those odds should be anywhere near that. It should be a very much closer affair than what the bookies have it. So, yeah, like I'm never a fan of backing against the Broncos, but like what the ringer said, for a little safe bet, if you're going to be upset, at least you're going to be upset with some money in your pocket.
Money in your pocket.
Yeah. So, it's a win-win. If the Broncos win, then you lose your bet, but the Broncos win. So, yeah, I'd be hedging those bets. So, but in saying that, $2.10, Broncos 13 plus, mate. That's me.
That's to go. Feed it. In saying that as well, they did still put 16 on the Melbourne Storm this weekend.
Yeah.
Did lose, but they restricted them to 28.
Yeah.
So, anyway, cool. Could be real awkward next week. Sitting here saying the same shit again. But anyway, hopefully not. All right, tipping. One of us is not happy with their tipping, that's for sure. Ringer, what the fuck is going on, mate? 2.
Bro, oh, mate, I'm in that second guessing phase of my fucking tipping life. Is what went so terrible last week. I'm like, okay. And you overthink it and you go, anyway, down the rabbit hole. And in another tipping comp, I went good. So
there you go.
Because I didn't fucking overthink it. And I just went, who do I think's going to win? So,
well,
but the Broncos are fucking killing me, to be fair. My 2
Hey,
and
come
my
on.
3
Hang on.
and my 2 and for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Add the Broncos win into them, I get one more than that. So
I'm gonna rub salt into the wound there, mate. I'm leading, and the Broncos are my fucking team. Can you imagine?
I'm using my joke around this week. Fuck you, cunts.
That'd be good. You'll get 4 next week.
Get 4.
Yeah.
I might win the round, to be fair.
Yeah.
Gronk bang though, 7 out of 7.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
That's fucking incredible, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
It is from a lad that was dead last.
He should have joked that shit.
Yeah.
He has climbed up to 3rd quickly.
Yeah.
With that, if he don't fucking say that. Jesus Christ, he would have pumped up the fucking first place.
And he backed his team to win this week too.
Yeah.
So it just ticks all around for the big fella.
Yeah. But no, Gronk on 7. Langers, you got 5, tied with Dan R and Annie Frogs. I got 4, tied with Kate, 1812. Turbo Russ 2, but he didn't put any tips in. So hopefully you're all right, mate. Get your tips in next week. Master Bateman, he didn't put his tips in either and got the same as Ringer. So work that out.
Probably should have left my tips out.
For the overall ladder now, bit of you're letting the team down, Ringer. because we got Fletcher Zuber on first, myself, Slippery Gypsy, Langers in second, and then the Gronk in third. And we got a lot.
Yeah, I'll let you office girls do your best, mate. I'll come home and stick my blood in the game.
Oh, mate.
Hey, wait, oi. You talk a big game, but there's a few twos in your future. Don't panic.
The run home from Ringer will be legendary.
Oh.
Yeah. They will talk about it for for a millennium.
Yeah. Two.
Yeah. Four,
That's what
Joker.
Yeah, that's what they'll
with the
talk
joke
about.
around.
How could he continue to be that terrible?
Maybe you're just letting the Broncos just soak into your soul a little bit too much, mate.
No, I've been too
Coming
soft,
out.
mate. I need to throw some fucking elbows into this tipping comp.
That's it. But yeah, well done everyone else who's sort of Turbo Russ.
Oh, everyone else. Thanks, cunt.
Turbo Russ is tied there in third with the Gronk. We got a couple. It actually is pretty tight between third all the way down to you, mate. There's only 6 in it.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous how tight it is.
Yeah,
Considering
so-
how bad I've been going, I'm only literally a good joke around away from Nelly getting back on top. Is fucking ridiculous, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. 100%. All right, we'll go over to the Supercoach. We have taken an absolute
Best.
hizzling the last couple of weeks, but that's to be expected going through Origin. The elusive G-Spot, Graham took out. No, he
Love
didn't.
that name.
Somebody
Love
else.
that
No,
name.
he got
Great
second.
Well
He
played,
got
sir.
second. Let me just wait.
Oh,
Uh,
it's updated.
It has. I'll just quickly do a bit of a refresh on the screen here so that we can have a look. Our league average has plummeted to 1,136. So we need to pick that back up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's it. Old Mates Oligarchy getting up there in second. Well done, Jason. But the big winner was Supreme Leader, Brendan. 1,307 points, mate. That is huge.
That's fucking huge this week.
That's good stuff for this week. So yeah, good shit. Blair, BJ's Battlers still sitting in first there. LC's Echidnas in second, and the elusive G-Spot hanging out in third with the Gronk sniffing at your heels, mate. Don't let that little shit take out the tipping and the fucking... Oh my
Supercoach,
God,
yeah.
we won't hear the end of it. Jesus
Nah,
Christ.
I know.
He'll buy his own fucking belt, I can guarantee you. All right.
I was so close to a good fucking score this week too. I had Tommy pull out late, and I've already done my changes. Like, I can wear that. I had to play Jalen de Groot because Ramian and
yeah.
Herbie were on buys. He got pulled out just before the game, and then fucking Jamal Fogarty in the team list. I'm like, what the fuck? So there's 3 scores. Even if they scored 40 each, I'm nearly around 1,300. I'm like, thanks. Fuck. Anyway, that's just how it goes, isn't it?
That's it. Langers is pretty happy he got over 1,000 this week.
Oh, I'm fucking off. I
Condescending
was playing him.
Thoroughbreds, this is my first year on Supercoach, and
Yeah,
before I
oi,
started, these 2 fuckwits were just
It's
like,
like
you
you-
got to do it, it's fucking good, blah, blah, blah. If you get over 1,000, you're fucking killing it, mate. Like, if you get over 1,000, you're fucking, you fucking got it sorted. My average for this entire fucking competition is over 1,000. What am I coming, like fucking 15th out of fucking 14 people? Fuck this game. Fuck Supercoach.
16th out of 24. I'll take that if I were you, bro. First year. It's a fucking cunt of a year, too.
Oh, fucking.
That's
all right.
Hey,
I don't give a
Round
Good move.
14 tips.
oh,
Who wants to go first? Ringer.
yeah, send me.
Go on.
Send me.
Feed
Right.
him the pill.
Food. Manly, because they beat us, fuck the night, so he looked terrible. I'm going the Cowboys over the Storm. Storm are due.
Damn.
Cowboys only got
I
to
like it. I like it.
defend. Storm nearly got beaten by the Titans, so let's calm down. Cowboys only got to defend because they put so many points on, and they didn't. Dolphins, Warriors, I'm taking over the Sharks. I think the Wires are good. They just... So, yeah, I reckon they're really good, actually. I think that... And the Sharks are fucking terrible. Broncos. Don't do it to me again. Broncos, Raiders, and then I'm going the Tigers in the fight for the big cat race. Penrith looked better, but they still weren't fucking great. And then I'm going the Eels over the Bulldogs too, because the Eels look pretty good to me, and I think the Dogs are due. So that'll probably all change, no doubt, after Team List Tuesday, but that's me for now.
I'm very nervous because with your tipping history and the similarities between us,
That's what I'm doing. I'm playing into fucking... You follow me along.
drag us down, beat
Drag
you
us
at your
all
own
down,
level.
Fight the
That's where my
mud.
comeback starts.
Langers, what do you got?
I have gone Manly. I've gone the Storm over the Cowboys, but I agree. I think that might be probably game of the round, potentially.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one. I've gone the Dolphins. I've gone the Sharks over the Wars. I don't really know why. I think I might be with Ringer on that one with the Wars, but I've gone the Sharks. I've gone the Broncos, of course. I'm not going to not tip them. I've gone the Raiders. Panthers over the Tigers, just because I don't even know why. Just two shit teams. I don't really give a fuck who wins on that one. And then I've gone the Bulldogs over the Eels. I don't really know why. Again, I thought the Eels did play pretty well. They're definitely playing a lot better than at the start of the year. But, I've gone the Bulldogs, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you? What have you done?
I've gone the Sea Eagles as well.
Ooh.
Fuck the Knights. You've convinced me with the Cowboys. But they are in Amy Park as well. Anyway,
How that's not the fucking main game on a Friday night, I'll never know.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a 6 o'clock game.
I am going the Cowboys there. Dragons though. I'm going the Dragons over the Dolphins. King Gutho's just he's fucking here. And he's on a rampage. Go on the Warriors, go on the Bronx. I am going to go to the Raiders because despite not having Fogarty, they looked really fucking great today. And I changed my tip to the Roosters because of that news and just regret that.
Same.
Tigers, no, I've got to go to the Panthers.
Okay.
I can't do that. Nathan Cleary,
350 outsiders, though? Ooh.
Yeah, no, I'm going Panthers, but I am going the Eels.
Okay.
And for those following, that means I've backed 1, 2, 3, 4 outsiders. So this could be a wild weekend of tipping.
Let's do it.
What am I? I'm 4 ahead of Langers. So I could lose this weekend. I could be second after this, I reckon. Maybe.
Oh, we should double down and both do a joker.
Oh, you won't. You're scared.
Well, Ringer reckons he's doing a joker.
Not for this
fuck
round.
it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a joker.
We've got a fair bit of Broncos about us.
It actually comes time to measure dicks. You're like, oh, nah, it's cold. Nah.
Righto. We don't have
Fucking
the Gronks because he's fucking incognito. He's on a fucking rampage.
He's out bush somewhere.
Betting. Only one smile in a sea of tears. For once, he might not be bringing in the tips or the fucking Supercoach points, but he's certainly feeding generations with his bets. Ringer smacks with a mark alphabet anytime.
Fucking 3 in a row, mate. I'm happy with this. I've gone overs. I went whoever was last week, and then I got alphabet this week. So
yeah, good shit.
Happy.
Well done. I had a void
too because he got it off a kick in the first couple of minutes and then fucking didn't go near it after. So it's like, wow,
didn't he? And what a try too.
It was a good try. He's a player and a half, that kid,
isn't he? I should really learn how to say. I do know how to say his name, Thoroughbreds. I'm just nervous to say it on camera, even though I can edit it out. But I got a void from Ponga, so that was great. Cheers for that,
great.
mate.
Great.
And Puppy doesn't even look like banging. So that puts out Langers with his 1 and the Gronk with a double.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Road to $1 million, 6 out of 18 legs. We had a couple of voids in there as well. So that was wild. But Gronk and I combined well for the Warriors v Rabbitohs multi. We got that one up. That would have been a nice fruity multi if anyone went with that separately.
Fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week's games, I've basically left them the same allocation because we don't have Origin or a short round fucking us up. So game 1 and 2, Knights, Eagles, Storm, Cowboys is going to the ringer.
Yep.
Langers, you have the Dolphins, Dragons, Sharks, Warriors. Gronk will take the Broncos, Titans, Raiders, and Rabbits, and I'm going to bring in the rear with the West Tigers, Panthers, Dogs, and the Eels. See what we can formulate up there. Yeah. All right, news segment. Bit of voicemail action.
Fuck yeah.
We've got one here, Thoroughbreds. Come on. We can do better than that. Surely. Calling,
Well, you could
calling
play
is-
my test one if you wanted to, which was just a big, long, terrible fucking...
I have a feeling I know who this fuckwit is, for want of a better word. See if you guys can guess it. You can say his name if you want. Here he is.
Evening, gentlemen. Just want to say, how good is it seeing the Broncos do shit again? I thought fucking Michael Maguire was supposed to be the next Messiah. What's going on, lads?
See, Thoroughbreds, that's why you have to get into it. Because
do
the
tell me
people who
how
love
they're
to
only
see us
fucking
fucking
voicemail.
lose are getting in before you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Thoroughbreds, get involved because we can't let that be our voicemail fucking shit. We'll get depression.
Yeah, that's it. That's my brother-in-law,
But
by the way.
unfortunately, there would be
Dog.
a few people out there with that sort of mentality. You know, they'll be absolutely loving this right now for the Broncos. So, yep, unfortunately, there's those sort of fuckwits in the world. So,
Shallow people.
You know who you are too.
Yeah, I know who you are too.
It's good though. If he's true to his form, he never listens to us. So fuck him.
Yeah, well, fucking
Yeah. He's just going to send pot shots like a fucking sniper and just shooting into the jungle.
All right, no worries. Next week we want to see a couple more voicemails there, please. That would be greatly appreciated. Shout out as well. We've been meaning to do it for quite a while. Some lad in the Netherlands is listening to us every single week. So I don't know if you're an expat, if you're an Aussie living abroad, or you've found us and you're like, this is great.
Studying Australian culture and fucking stumbles under these three buffets. It's like, Jesus.
We might be in a uni somewhere.
Case study.
why you shouldn't travel to Australia.
Incident
Just
report.
play this. Yeah.
Australia is a fake country.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to you when you listen to us, mate. We see
ring
you.
in. Son.
Definitely ring in or drop us a DM. Righto, Thoroughbreds, that's us for this week. Send us your thoughts on what the potty was. Comment, YouTube, do all that sort of stuff. Comment on Spotify or wherever you're listening. Give us, you are listening to us, so you have found us, so give us a like, subscribe, give us a share, whatever. Head over to the socials, make sure you're involved there as well. A like on our posts costs you nothing. A comment gives us motivation. Sharing our content introduces it to new people. And hitting the favorite button helps us a lot with the engagement. Bet responsibly, bet for fun and not the rent. Be a contributor to society. Stay out of one another unless it's consensual, and we will gallop off into the next round. See you after the Titans.
Thanks,
Let's go, Thoroughbreds. Let's go.